Hi, this is Cindy. Welcome to my world. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. Pull up a chair and see what today's all about. Today we're going to work with polymer clay again. And I am going to cover this jar. This is a wee yogurt jar, and it's a little flared at the top. I like that. I don't like to throw anything out, so I decided I would cover this with clay. You could use it for a multitude of things. You could put Q-tips in it on your vanity. You could put pens, pencils in it on your desk. You could put paintbrushes in it on your work table. You could put lots of different things in this. So, let's get started. What I have done already is I have rolled out some black Primo Sculpey clay on my pasta machine on a number 4, which is pretty thin. 0 is my thickest, and 4, this is really thin, but it'll work pretty good. So what we're gonna do first is put some texture on it, and this video is probably pretty good for a beginner. This is a fairly easy project to do. So I have a texture sheet here. You can get these on Amazon. I do have an Amazon list. I do not get money for anything. I just post it to help you guys find things that you might want to use. I don't have a link there yet, but I will try and get one up there later with some of the texture sheets on it. So anyway, I am gonna squirt my clay with a little bit of water. I keep a little water bottle with a sprayer on it here, and I'm just gonna give it a quick spritz so that the texture sheet does not stick. I'm trying to figure out which side I want. I don't think it really matters. I don't know if you can see, I have little flecks of foil on here that I haven't cleaned off yet. And for this project, I don't care. So, I am going to lay it down on here. Flatten it down there. Notice that I have my clay on wax paper sheets. So that I can pick it up, move it around and stuff. Anyway, now I'm going to use, I don't know if this is a brayer or not. I don't know where I got this. I've had it forever. But you need a brayer to get a good impression down. And I am going to press pretty hard and get that design into the clay. And I'm not the strongest person in the world right now, so I am pressing super hard, hoping that it's hard enough to do the job. Okay, and I don't know if you can see it, but over here is not getting any texture on it, and I do want some texture on that piece too. So I'm gonna lift this off, and I'm gonna pull this up off the sheet. It's very important that you do this. For some things. For this, it's not a big deal. But if you don't want your clay to stretch when you pull it up, you definitely want to lift it up off the wax paper. And I got a little piece stuck up here, a little jagged edge that doesn't want to come up. Anyway, I'm lifting that off, and I'm going to reposition the clay so that the end piece that I didn't get any texture on is over here. And I'm going to lay this back down and run it over there pretty hard so I can get all of it. I'm going to need most of this strip to cover the jar there. And you just lift it off carefully. And you can see I got some little bit of foil flecks in there, but it does not matter at all. Now, I am going to, let's see, will I do it now? I don't know if I'm going to put, yeah, I guess I'll put mica powder on it now. And getting a piece of paper towel so I can sop up some of the water on here. Just lightly go over it so you don't smash your design down. You really want it raised nice. Okay, I think that's good. And I have pulled a bunch of colors of mica powder out. This is Pearl X mica powder. Let's see. Is it upside down for you? I think it is. Let me find myself. There I am. Okay. It's Pearl X by Jacquard. And I'm out again. I'm crazy. I can't I can't find myself. Oh boy. Ah, there we go. It's Pearl X. This color is Sapphire Blue. I'm not going to show every bottle for a long time, but here's Reflex Violet. Here's some Magenta. Here's some Emerald. And last but not least, Super Bronze. And I'm not sure I'm going to use all those, but we're going to apply that to here so that you can see the design better and give it some sparkle, some metallic-y look to it. So I am going to just dip my finger in here. Yeah, I'm all blue now. And I am going to start applying some color here and there. I don't want to do the whole thing in blue, so I'm just picking random spots. And isn't that blue pretty? And laying down some blue color, and then we'll move on to the next one, the next color. Okay, I'm going to make sure I get the edges. I will be trimming them off, but I want to make sure there's some on there. So that's it for blue. I'm going to wipe my finger off. And I'm going to move on to some purple. And trying to get the powder. Whoops. Whoa. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. But I did. Good thing I like purple. Not a problem. Okay, I'm going to dip my finger in there and get some purple on here. This goes really quick, guys. And it makes the piece just absolutely gorgeous. If you like color like I do, you'll love this. And if you haven't worked with polymer clay yet and you're interested in it, wow, I do recommend you get some mica powders. You can get a whole set of colors You can get them at most craft stores. Amazon has them. I don't recommend buying much from Amazon though. Their stuff is usually way high. I'm gonna move on to a little bit of magenta, and I've heard that you can get this at Walmart online for a decent price. So, and they come in much smaller jars. But they are worth their weight in gold. They're not too expensive when you consider the amount you get and the results you get from it. I would definitely say it is a good investment if you want to add color and stuff to your projects. You can even use it. Oh, you can use it with a lot of things. You can use it with resin and all kinds of good things. Now I have the emerald out. We're going to dab a little bit of that. I figure since I got these out, might as well use them, right? The more color, the better, I always say. Now, some of you might not agree with that. Or you might want to make something that goes with, I don't know, the paint in your office, you know, or in your bathroom if you're going to keep this on a vanity. You know, you might want to do more of a color coordinated type thing. Whoops, almost knocked over a bottle of paint. I am very clumsy. So, anyhow, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm not doing so good with my, if you hear about the chronic kidney disease and diabetes and weight loss, not doing real good with that right now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not losing weight. Well, I know why I'm not losing weight, because I'm eating a lot of junk. But, yeah, so, okay. Now, I have one color left out here. It is the Super Bronze. What is the price on this? $2.99. Guys, that is a great price for a big bottle like this. I got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and they had 3 colors and I got all 3. But oh, and I haven't opened this one yet. Not too bad to get off. Anyway, I'm gonna throw some of this on. I think what I'm gonna do is even go over some of the other colors. Now sometimes you can't. Sometimes mica powders won't stick to each other, on top of each other. But this one seems to be doing okay. I'm going to fill in. I want the entire thing covered. You can stop, you know, anytime. You don't have to do, you know, all this. But I'm going to. I got the stuff out and ready. I might as well do it, right? Right. So, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I'm not sure when this will get posted. I've been working on things down here that I haven't recorded because it's nothing, I don't know, all that interesting. I'm painting some things, and I really like this copper color. What do you guys think? I love it. I'm glad I got a big jar of it. It'll last me forever though. But anyway, I'm just trying to get the rust off my fingers. And there we go. Now that part's done. Now wasn't that pretty quick? Pretty easy. you know, it's easy. All right, now I'm going to put the lid back on this so I don't spill it because I am clumsy. And what I'm going to do now is get my jar. I'm not putting anything on my jar. No glue. No, nothing. This is a clean jar. It's been wiped with alcohol. But now I've got my hands all over it, so it's probably not as clean. But it should be fine. So, I'm lifting this up off of the wax paper sheets. And then we're going to put it on our jar. And, you know, the first time I saw this done, I didn't see anybody doing it. But I thought, God, that must have been hard to get that on the jar. Let me tell you, it's really not that hard. Oh, you know what I'm going to do before I do this? Let me lay it back down. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut the edges off. I have a long razor blade type thing. These are hard to find. I forget where I found this one. You can get like scraper blades for tools. I'm not sure what they're called. Anyway, you can get those. They're, I think, 4 inches. And to cut, you know, to cut things straight. But I'm going to cut off the edges of this so it'll be easier. I'm only doing the bottom edge. So it'll be easier to line it up on the bottom part of the jar. And then we'll go through and trim the top part. But this will help make it easier to get on the jar. Okay. Let's peel it up again. And start wrapping this bad boy. Where is my straight edges? Down there. Okay. So, I've got my straight edge on the bottom. The bottom is curved. And I'm gonna let it, oops, there it's tearing. Not happy to see that. Pull this off and see if I can get it back together. No, I'm not going to worry about it though. I'll show you. We'll fix it up. You'll never know. Okay. So I've got that wrapped around there pretty good. And see, I hope I'm not, I think I was out of shot. But I'm looking to see, I want to cut this where they're joined, where they're going to join. And let's see, we're going to flip that over. And I'm going to cut that off. And hope that went through. Don't throw that clay away. Don't throw clay away, ever. You can use it for something, I'm sure, somewhere. Now, I'm just kind of smoothing this in with my fingers. And I'm losing that design a little bit. But that's easy to take care of, too. We'll fix that right up. Alright, I'm going to stay with working on the bottom here. And wrapping that around good. Oh, we still have this little piece to deal with. Let's deal with that now. Now that piece that I just cut off, I'm going to grab a piece of that. And I didn't cut that anywhere near straight, but it didn't need to be, right? And I am just going to put this on over that little tear space we had. And I'm going to press that in. work it right in to the design there. And you'll never know there was a tear. Try and smooth out the edges some. Okay. Looking good, right? Looking good. I'm happy. Alright, now let's see what we're going to do about this bottom. I wish I had put it on a little bit more even, but I didn't, but that's okay. I'm going to grab my blade again, and I'm just going to trim this off a little bit there, and smooth things up. It's not perfectly even. If you want it to be, you can go through and, you know, fix it up. You can easily trim the bottom off, and everything will be nice and even, and it'll look good. It'll look very good. When all's said and done, I'll probably put a piece of clay on the, well, I don't know. I can't put it on the bottom. Yeah, I could. I could bake it so that the top is sitting down in the oven. So, if you're new to polymer clay, it'll tell you on the package, the instructions, how to bake it. I always bake at the recommended temperature, which is 275 usually, and I bake things for about an hour. The package directions say 15 minutes per 1/4 inch, I think. Other people say no, it's got to be baked for an hour. Bless you. And I just bake it for an hour. Okay, now I can't decide. I haven't covered one of these jars before. I don't know what to do about that rim. So I think I'm gonna just go in here and trim right around the top there. See, I'm just turning the jar, and now here's where the two pieces were joined, so I got to be a little more careful. There we go, and voila, there it is. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. You know, when I was a kid, I used to love going to the gas station because I love the smell of gas, and I like to look out if somebody had spilled it. It had all those pretty colors through it, and I just thought it was beautiful. So now I'm just smoothing things out. Gonna smooth a little more here because that's where the two pieces were joined, and it's a little thicker. Okay, and I'm smoothing it out, and I don't know what that seems like. There's something sticky on there. I'm not liking that. Okay, now see that? Isn't that pretty? We still have this part to deal with, though. I don't like that, where I joined them and smoothed it together. So, easy peasy. Quick and easy. We're going to grab that texture sheet back, and I am going to push it in as best I can. You don't have to worry about matching it up or anything. You just put it on there and give it a push, and it looks very good. I gotta gonna do a little bit more here. Now try not to squish the other side. I'm holding it on the edges so that it's still good. And I'm looking for that space, I think it's here, that we had that little tear. And I kind of had to smooth that out. And it's looking pretty good. If you want to be fussy, like I am sometimes, you can go back through and push, you know. But I like it. I think it looks pretty good. And I'm going to go through on the edge of this with, I think I'll pick purple. Put a little more color up there. And because I kind of, I don't know, smoothed it off. I don't know how I did it, but going around just putting that on. And I think, I don't know what I can do about this rim here. I should have looked at that closer before I started. I don't know if you can see it. It's got something on it. I could, you know what I'm going to do? I could take this clay that I have left over. I could make a rope with it, with this clay, and put it on the top around the rim. Thinking about it, do you think I should do it? I don't know. I've never done anything like that before. Let me try real quick, see what I come up with here. I got that clay. I have a little more, but I'm going to try just using the one piece that I sliced off, this piece here. And I am going to try, I'm going to tear this up a little bit. I don't know, there's probably an easier way to do this. I don't want to lose the colors in that if I can help it, but I think I'm going to. Anyway, putting that together, and I'm going to try and roll this into like a snake and run that around the top. I think that would be pretty. And you know what? I don't care if I lose the color because I can put it on again. So I'm just squishing this up, and I could do like an organic thing where it's not nice and smooth and everything, where it's all bumpy like this. But no, I want it pretty, and I think it needs to be rolled into like a snake type thing, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time doing that because of the mica powder, I think. The mica powders on the clay don't want to stick to each other real good. So I might not be able to use this piece of clay, which will bum me out because it will. Alright, let me cut this and work with a smaller piece thingy and see what happens. I might give up on this idea and say, screw it, leave it like it is. And I could always put, oh, I know what I'll do with this. I'll put some Inca Gold or something on that little rim there and take care of that. So, the next thing to do, this isn't quite done yet. I have to bake it, And boy, it kind of dulled up a little bit, all the handling I did. So I think I'm going to go back through. It's not too late. I'm going to go back through and see if I can add some more color back in. Just real quick, guys. Real quick. It just seemed to have faded a lot, I think, from all the handling that I did of it. So I'm just going to put a little more colors back in, a little brighter, and see if I can help it out a little bit. I'll put a little pink on it, and then I think it'll be good to go. But the last thing to do is, after it's baked, I am going to put rhinestones on it. And, you know, I love sparkle. I love rhinestones and glitter. I love all that stuff. So, I'm done. I'm going to just check the bottom here real quick. Make sure that's colored nicely. And I'm going to set this on the rim part when I bake it, because I do have the clay going over the bottom. And I'm wondering now, do you think I should cover the bottom too? Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? You know what I'm going to do? I am going to run this through my pasta machine real quick here and see what I can do with this. Hang on, it's going to be a little noisy just for a minute. Now I'm losing the texture and the color some, but that's okay. We can fix that in a hurry. Okay. Here it is. Let me move this. We got our flat piece of clay. I'm going to grab the texture sheet and give it a squirt of water so that it doesn't stick. Here's my texture sheet. I'm going to go over this real quick, guys. And I'll show you in a minute what this is going to look like. I have a little tea light holder that I did the exact same thing with. And it's already baked, and I have the rhinestones on it. And what I'm going to do now is, let's see, I'm going to lay that on there. And, let me rethink things here. I think what I should probably do would make my life a lot easier is to grab a cutter that is going to fit, and this one will do it. So I'm just going to cut this out with a cookie cutter, circle cutter, and I gave it a little twist, and I'm going to plop that on. See, it fits on there pretty good. And I'm not even going to worry about getting it real smooth down there. I'm just going to make sure it's sticking well. And be done with it. I know you guys probably want to go. Probably bored by now. You've seen enough. And that's okay. Anyhow, there we go. It would probably probably look better if you smoothed it a bit. But, or you know what would be even easier? I'm all about taking a shortcut if I can. Let's put some texture on right around where that circle meets the top, and that'll hide the little line that I made with putting that circle on at the end. What do you think? Okay, this is done. Now it just needs rhinestones, but I'm going to do that after I bake. I do put rhinestones in before I bake, but I have to be sure that the rhinestones I put in before I bake are, oh, what do they call them? They have glue on them, and when you heat it, the glue melts and it sticks. Well, some rhinestones I have don't have that glue on the back, and you have to glue them on or they're going to fall off at some point. So, this is what it's going to look like, guys. I'm getting to the end here. Here we go. This is a votive candle holder that I got somewhere, who knows. And I pretty much did the exact same thing. I put a texture sheet on black polymer clay, Primo, and I put a texture in. Then I put the different mica powder. This one, it looks like I just used a green and blue iridescent type one. And then I went through and glued rhinestones here and there. Here, there, and everywhere. I didn't do the bottom of this one. I think I will. I think I will add a piece of clay to the bottom and rebake it. I'm not sure how that'll work though with rhinestones glued on. I might not be able to do that. Anyway, this is what it will look like when it comes out. This has a coat of varnish on it. I used Duraclear varnish, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And this one will be too. And let me tell you something too, guys, if you're still here, and you're interested in polymer clay, or you do polymer clay, I have a roaster oven down here. I just brought down, we had a couple of them. We used to have large get-togethers, and we don't need 2 or 3 anymore. So I brought one down here, and I'm going to try baking in it, because I don't have any trouble with my toaster oven, but I'm limited to what size I can put in there. And the electric roaster, I can put bigger things in. So I'm going to throw this in there and bake that in there, give it a test drive, see how well it bakes. It should be good. But anyway, I'll let you know in a future video how it went. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. If you're not following me on my Facebook page, please do. I post there when I made a new video. Sometimes I post pictures of projects that I haven't made a video on. And I would appreciate you following me there. There are some things I can do when I have more followers that I can't do right now. I'm not sure that I will, but I would appreciate if you follow me there. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.